Okay, Interview with a Vampire. With the Vampire, episode 5, I think, of Our Hunger for the Hammering Heart. Okay, it's been, what? I'm almost a week behind on this review, but this episode was fantastic. Let me give a little description of what this episode was about. So, Claudia, she left home on a college adventure, I call it. And also to learn more about vampires and the vampires around the world and what they're doing and this and that. And she left Louis and Lestat by themselves. Plus, she had been doing some killing and leaving the bodies in an area that got washed up, and all the bodies were found. And she was cutting little pieces off of them. They found out she was trying to turn someone into a vampire. Um, but she was doing it unsuccessfully. Um, she did eventually meet another vampire, and when Malloy was reading her journal, he found out that those pages were torn out because I believe whatever the dude was named, he did something to her, might have abused her or raped her or something, and Lestat got not Lestat, Louis got really mad with Malloy when he was trying to bring up about what happened to her. But eventually she was watching Louis and Lestat throughout the episode while she was supposed to be at college. She was watching them, and eventually she saw Louis and his sister in the cemetery, and she the sister had bought a tombstone for Louis, and she mentioned that her and her husband and her children were leaving town, and it was for the best that for her that she, you know, just act like he's dead. And that she and her husband left, and eventually he started to cry. And Claudia came to a conclusion of why she was made into a vampire. And she decided that it was to be Louis' sister. Um, yeah, and I would say that's kind of a good take, but I would feel more like she was to be his daughter or whatever. But eventually she came back and she told Louis and Lestat that she was researching vampires. Okay, and he asked her, "Is this why you came back uh, to let us know about your research?" Well, she was gone for 7 years, and she said, "No, I came back to get Louis." And boy, let me just say this: when she said that, and they was about to leave, Louis and Lestat got into this big old fight, and God, Lestat whooped Louis' tail. He whooped Louis, then had Louis bruised up, whooped up, and then carried on, flew over the clouds and dropped Louis all the way from the clouds. And I mean, Louis was whooped up, face was toe up. He was all whooped up. I mean, he was toe up. And the episode ended, like that, I guess. Um, this episode, I don't know what about this episode, but this was actually probably my favorite episode in the entire show. I feel like this wasn't just a lot of the problems that I said out of the other episodes. This was more so a journey, more so them, Lestat and Louis battling with depression. Um, the things they had to do, they had to shelter themselves in their house and all that sort of stuff. Um, like I said, I was a week behind on this episode where you could say 2 weeks because well the other episode already aired on AMC Plus, but this was a great episode. And let me see, out of 10, I might would give this episode a 9.5. This was actually, I believe, my favorite episode of the entire show. Yeah, but um, yeah, this was my favorite episode, and I can't wait to see what the next episode is like. Which I could already see it now if I had AMC Plus, but I got doggone cable, and expensive as cable is, I'm not finna try to jump out of it and get AMC Plus when all I can do is wait. But yeah, 9.5 out of 10. Like, comment, and subscribe for more, and I will see you. Let me see, I will probably see you either tomorrow or Monday with my review for the next episode. So yeah, peace.